We are here in Atlanta, Georgia. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm going to show you a few things today, but first, thank you for the 2.5 million views on the latest ASMR reel. If you haven't seen the ASMR video reel that we just posted a few days ago, it shot up to 2.5 million and people are loving it. So I'm going to show you this truck more in depth. It is a one-of-one edition. It is like no other G-Wagon on the market. Classic in design, lots of custom parts, and the kind of details and quality that you'd expect. Before we dive into that, I want to do a quick shout out to our clients who took the time to write us amazing reviews here. And so check this out here. This one here is from Russ T. I don't know if you can see that or not. But Russ is out in Utah. He says, I'm a month into my new vintage modern. It is everything I expected and more. An absolutely beautiful work of art. Fun to drive. Thank you, Hannah. And shout out to the team at Vintage Modern. Russ, thank you so much. Russ has this beautiful mallard green truck that he just took delivery of. And we're so excited when our clients do that for us because it's the ultimate validation. It's actually why we do what we do. And we love what we do. And when customers show us that, especially for the world to see, it means a lot to us. So thank you so much, Russ. And real quick, also want to give a shout out over here to another truck that we recently delivered on too. And this is Jessica. Jessica's out in South Carolina, I believe it's Kiwa Island, and just took delivery of this beautiful Britney blue truck. I'm going to paraphrase here because she wrote a nice long novel, but basically says, I'll read this part. It's a dream and the best vehicle we've ever had. Push the ignition button, fires up with a roar, interior pure luxury, and it's not a rebuild or restoration, it's a fully modernized classic. You get all the soul and sound of the classic, but all the safety features. We get compliments on it everywhere we go with photo requests. Happens often. And I'll end with this part here. If you've been dreaming about a classic truck but don't want the headache of relying on old mechanics, this is a vehicle for you. Jessica, thank you so much for taking the time to do that. Congratulations on the Britney blue truck. If you want to read more reviews, go to Google and look up Vintage Modern reviews, Vintage Modern, formerly Vintage Broncos, and you'll see all of the amazing reviews that our clients have taken the time to write for us. So this truck right here, I'm going to give you guys some an additional walkthrough and details, but go check out one of our latest reels on our page. You'll see it. It has about 2.5, probably 2.6 million views on it just in the last couple days. And it really is a blend of classic and modern, which is really what we do. We don't do restoration. We don't do restomods. We used to, and they were nice, but they don't compare to a modern vehicle. They don't drive like a modern car. And the biggest thing for us, because of our customers who have families, kids, or just care about their safety, they want safety features, and you can't get that in an old car. So I will show you all this, but first, let me show you what we have on the line over here. I'm going to zip on over here and give you an update. It's been a few days, and our team right here, this is Atlanta, Georgia, where our team of craftsmen and women are pouring their blood, sweat, and tears into building the world's finest, fully modernized classic. What does that mean? That means we take a modern car chassis like this one, not an old car, and then we give you the best of both worlds so that you can drive it every day, not have to worry about breaking down, not have to worry about any problems, and not have to drive a vehicle in 2026 without safety features, which is a big deal. So I will actually start with this one right here and pull up my notes here. This is light jade, beautiful color, 1960s paint color, looks old, has Wimbledon white trim, gives you all the classic old school vibes, but none of the problems, and is bigger, wider, longer than the classic cars from the 60s. And what you get is a vehicle that you can drive every day in the rain, in the snow, on a freeway, on a road trip with your kids, maybe all at the same time too, and not have to worry about it because much like your Range Rover G-Wagon, it has all the modern geometry, it has all the modern technology, and it has the modern safety features. And then we also went through FMVSS compliance, Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards, and crash tested the car just for good measure too. So this truck right here is light jade, and this one right here belongs to Devon, and it is going to Virginia. Very, very cool. Light jade, worn glove, leather interior, beautiful color. This reminds me of the Mark Wahlberg build we did, except Mark went with snow white interior and chrome trim with so many different colors and options. And this truck here is in the station, getting very, very close to shipping, and cannot wait to get this into Devin's hands out in Virginia. All right, I'm going to show you this truck right here, which is for sale, demo truck, low miles, under 1,000 miles, and is GT silver with a tobacco leaf leather interior. So if you want a truck that's just about ready to go, we're going through our CPO warranty process. Going to go recondition the truck, even though it only has 900 miles on it or less, and get it ready to go. So this is a great one. GT silver in stock, and best bet is to text or call us. Talk to a real human being. They'll answer your questions. We take trades and we offer financing as well. So if you're looking for something, you don't want to wait, and you want something that has low miles, this has under 1,000 miles and comes with our full warranty as well. So check that out. All right, let's keep going here. Okay, so let's zip on over to what we have finishing up as for sale. We have a Caribbean turquoise truck that is finishing up today. And this is a great option if you love this color, but you don't want to wait because it's actually in final detail right now. You got Terrence over here putting on the final touches with a team, and then we will have final inspection in the next few hours. It will be ready to ship, and you can buy this right now. Text or call us or DM us on Instagram, talk to our team, and we'll get it figured out for you. Put a deposit on it so you can hold it, and then we will be shipping this thing in the next couple days, and every single detail is done by hand. This is Brian over here, one of our master detailers, just making sure every little thing is absolutely perfect before we ship. And this color is stunning. The inside, which I love even more, is a white rock leather interior with the woven inserts. I'm not going to touch it right now because it says do not open, and they're working on it, but this is going to be for sale. I mean, it's for sale now, and you can grab it and you can be driving it maybe this weekend depending on where you live. So great option. Every upgrade that you can think of, from the Fox factory suspension, Roush performance package, power steps, has a chrome trim, Wimbledon white. And take a look at Terrence here, just an absolute artist making magic happen. How you doing, Terrence?
Good, how about you?
Good, doing great, man. She's beautiful. Keep up the good work. And we have people and we have passion. Sorry, we have people, we have parts, we have process. But these guys have passion, and that's a multiplier effect, and I just love that, because when you love what you do, no incentive or anything else can top just wanting to do a great job for our customers, and not just make them happy, but exceed their expectations. We're extremely confident that fit and finish wise, quality wise, how it drives, all the things at this price point, not only will you be happy with it, you're going to be over the moon about it. And check those reviews, Vintage Modern on Google, and you'll see what I mean. And it doesn't matter if you have a Bentley or a Rolls or a Lamborghini Urus or a G-Wagon. We know all the cars you drive, we have them too, and we purposely set our standard from show quality paint to lines and gaps in body to an interior that will make your G-Wagon absolutely jealous, to ensure that when you get the truck, you're going to be very, very happy with every bit of it, and service to match as well. Not easy to do, but that is who we are. That is our goal. And in addition to on-time delivery and perfection, we want you to be over the moon about it. So Caribbean turquoise in stock right now, will be completely done today, go into final prep, and we can ship it worldwide. So grab it before it's gone. So that's Caribbean turquoise. All right, let's keep going here. This right here is chalk gray, and this is Alex's truck going to Florida. Alex, I love the spec of the chalk gray with a black trim, but Alex went with a black interior too. How cool is that? Napa leather. Check out the details on that interior, and I absolutely love the spec. I do not believe, I'm very sure, we haven't done a chalk gray with black trim, with black top, with black wheels, and a black interior. This is chalk gray with a bad attitude. So Alex, great job on the spec. This truck is 1 day from moving into final detail and final inspection, and you won't be waiting much longer because it's just about done. So get excited there. All right, let's go here. I gotta go all out of order. Oh, this is a treat. We haven't shown this yet. For sale, It is in station 3. This will be done by the end of the week. It's for sale. If you want Britney Blue and you love the classic spec of Wimbledon white grille, chrome trim, and ball glove for the interior, look at how gorgeous and absolutely stunning that is. Britney Blue dash, Wimbledon white on the roll bars, got the teak wood, every single upgrade. So when we do these, we max them out, which means you have the Focal audio sound system. You got your 10-inch JL hidden subwoofer. Of course, you have your teak wood. This has every option, including Roush Performance Package, the stripes, and the Fox suspension, which is all covered up down there, and the power steps as well. So call or text is the best way. We sell these live during the live broadcast, and we're simultaneously broadcasting to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, and TikTok as well. So it reaches about 6 million people per month just watching these lives, which blows my mind. And thank you you guys for tuning in. And just a great way to do behind the scenes. None of it's scripted, all of it's real. And this is just our team here in Atlanta, just going after it and doing it with pride and passion, which then creates a quality product that we can stand behind on time as well. So Britney Blue for sale. This is ready to go by end of the week. It is Monday today. Every day these move forward, and you can grab this before it's done, and we can package it up for you and ship it worldwide. So text or call our team. The phone number is pinned to the comments section, and our team is standing by, and they can answer all your questions. You have a trade, we can put a number on it. You need a finance, we can do that too. And we handle all of the hard stuff for you, shipping, transport. We do it every day. So this one right here, Britney Blue, for sale, every option. Somebody should grab this one. This is a beautiful truck, and we haven't even listed it yet. So it'll be gone quickly. Let's see here. I'm going to go down the line. I took a peek at this one this morning. This right here is a spec you don't see very often. It is pure white, not Wimbledon white, but pure white. Look how bright that is, paired with ball glove. Excellent choice. And this truck right here, let me see my notes here. Randy out in Florida. And Randy came to the factory, did an in-person tour, checked out all the different colors, all the different options, came in and out, picked him up from the airport in our Mercedes Sprinter van. We have a full-time driver. Took care of Randy. He got to see everything he wanted, and he's got some very nice cars, which is what we are compared to. This is a $250,000 base price vehicle. You can't get away with much, nor do we want to. He's going to compare it to all the other cars he has at the same price point, down to the details, down to the way it drives, down to all of the way it's built, and make a decision. And so Randy came in, and what's cool about this truck is, I got a note here, and I'm biased here because I'm a big boater. Randy matched the spec exactly to his boat. So Randy, if you're watching, when you get this, I really want to see a picture of it next to your boat. We're big boaters here too, if you can't tell. We're influenced by boating, hence the teak and some of the color choices we make. But this down in Florida with your matching boat, game over. So it was a pleasure to meet you and have you come here to our factory here in Atlanta, Georgia. And we welcome you guys if you are getting serious about pulling the trigger and you want to see it, touch it, drive it, and see the behind the scenes so you can understand the process. The process has a lot to do with quality. It has a lot to do with on-time delivery. And it's really what you're buying, right? You're buying the people and their time. You're buying the process and the parts. This right here, speaking of process, is our standard operating procedures. And the standard operating procedures seem like no big deal, but every single step in the entire process is broken down into detailed work instructions with a specification and torque spec for every nut and bolt. And therefore, this team right here, passion-driven, talented, love what they do, they don't have to guess, right? They know exactly what that torque spec is. It's not too loose, it's not too tight. And for some of the safety critical things, you can't be doing that by memory and feel. You have to do it with a specification that is called out clearly in SOPs, that is then checked by the line lead, that's then checked again, audited in the station, not at the end, by our quality engineers to ensure quality. There's a lot of parts and 900 hours of handcrafted labor that goes into this. We blended art and science so that we can build them on time, perfect cosmetically and mechanically, and the team just keeps getting better and better. So Randy, can't wait. And if you want to invite me down to Florida to go on a boat ride, I'm in, man. I just got back from Miami myself on Midnight Express Owners Run, and it was so much fun. I think we need to do a vintage modern owners run. So we'll have to pick where that is. So if you're watching this and you have one of our trucks and you want to go to some excursion event where you meet other owners and we go do fun things, after this past weekend, I'm in. And shout out to Hannah with that idea too. We're going to make it happen. Don't have a date on it yet, but it's definitely something that clients have asked about. And how cool would it be to have just a pack of 20 of these just driving around? We can go to Napa Valley, we can go to Aspen in the summer, we can go to Florida in the winter. I think that's going to be my new full-time job. So, all right, okay, so let's keep going here. I'm going out of order here, but right behind Randy's bright, pure white truck, you have GT Silver, Shannon. Shannon's in Georgia. We don't get to do that many Georgia clients because most of our clients are out of state, but this one here will stay near home, which we're excited about. It is GT Silver with an interior we've never done with this color combination. And so this one will have a malt interior. Malt is like a very light tan, slightly distressed interior. You got your vintage stripes, and you're gonna see this truck come together very quickly. Today it's in station 1, tomorrow it'll be in station 2, the next day it'll be in station 3, and at the end of the day, after every item on the list for the station is done, it will get checked by our audit quality engineers. If it is 100%, I mean 99% is a fail and the team knows it. If it's 100%, then it'll move forward. And that's how you build quality in the product. You cannot check or inspect for quality at the end. You must do it and build it into the product. And that is why these SOPs matter a lot. We've spent a lot of time investing in this because we know that if our people want to win, they need a standard. And then this little R next to it, that R8 means we've revised it 8 times. And if anything pops up that's not perfect, people, process, or parts in the station, we will go look at the SOPs and say, hey, was it people? Probably not. Was it parts? Probably. Or was it process? Also probably. And then we just keep doing it over and over and over. In a few weeks, when I show that revision number, it's probably going to be 10 or 12, and we'll just keep going. We'll never stop making it better. We've got an obsession here. We care tremendously about the outcome of the product, and if it's perfect, then we're happy, and if it's anywhere near perfect, we're unhappy. And that is how you build a quality product. You just keep doing it over and over. All right, so got off track here, but Shannon, if you're watching, cannot wait. Love that you're going to be keeping this in Georgia. Can't wait to see the interior inside. And we offer 30 different paint colors, 12 different leather colors, but just between the paint colors and the leather colors, so many different combinations and options, like what color your grille is going to be, stripes or no stripes. Trim could be chrome, black, white, wheels, top, roll bar, body matching, Wimbledon white, black, dash, body matching, Wimbledon white, black, and many, many different permutations. So your best bet is to go to our website, vintagemodern.co, and check out the configurator. The configurator will let you play with all of that. It's super realistic. It'll even give you an exact quote and prices. So vintagemodern.co, actually vintagemodern.com, because we bought that. And it'll take you to our configurator. And then if you want to talk to somebody, we're always on text or call, or you can DM us on Instagram, and we'll walk you through the process, answer all your questions, put a number on your trade, go through the financing process if that's what you want, and we'll make it happen for you. And it's a passion for us, not just out here in our factory, but everybody from sales and marketing to engineering and design and procurement, they all care tremendously. This right here is our sub-assembly area where our artists like Ken. What's going on, Ken? How you doing, man? What you working on?
Pretty much just doing the sets since we caught up now. I'm just doing the sets for each of the doors. So I got it's all the way up to Thursday. I'm
Okay.
just pretty much preparing up the sets, the door harnesses and everything. Pretty much each kit for each truck. So I'm ahead right now.
You're ahead.
Yeah.
You're always showing off, man.
Trying to, gotta do my best.
Yeah?
Man.
All right, quality score, 99%, good or bad?
99 is bad.
Yeah.
I even feel like 100 is bad. Like my dad always says, always room for improvement.
Uh-huh.
So even if, like you say, how can we make it better?
Yeah.
You know?
I love it, man.
I mean, so 99, I feel good, but I'm always still trying to push forward, trying to see how I can be better, do my best, give it 100%. That's really all we could do.
Love that, man. Hey, appreciate you. Keep
Yes,
up the
sir.
good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I just love that, right? I didn't prompt them or there's no script or anything, right? You ask the team 99% and they're going to look at you like, what? Why? 99% is not the goal. It's 100% perfect 100% of the time. And there's no like animosity about that. There's no like, oh, that's unrealistic, because they know what it is we're trying to build. What's going on, Leslie? How are you? Good, doing great. Here's Leslie painstakingly inspecting and making sure that each one of these custom painted vents is absolutely perfect before we put it on the vehicle. You got Jesus over here as well, doing some surgery. Jesus, how you doing, man?
Doing great. You?
Good, doing well. And I'm just going to zoom in here, so excuse my my reach here. And it's this little detailed stuff that matters, right? Because on the assembly line, our team is plug and play, and these guys are artists back here doing the detailed work that nobody sees, and they got to get a lot of credit for it, because it is actually the hardest stuff. Not that the other stuff's not hard, and it's the kind of stuff where if it doesn't get done properly, it's a big problem, right? We don't want any problems. We're not into having to go and take care of the things we didn't do right the first time. That is unacceptable to us. And so these guys, they do an excellent job. There's quality audits to make sure their work is good, and then we plug it in, and they really are the MVPs back here. Hey guys, you do a great job. I just want to say thank you. There's Jordan over here. What's going on? Keep up the good work, guys. And the kind of work that most people think of when they see the truck is just going to be the exterior, the paint, and the interior. But all of this behind the scenes, it tells you a lot about who we are, how we do things, and what good looks like. And if this is not done right, there's a pinched wire, red is on black instead of black on black, or there's something wrong, it's a problem. And we are holding ourselves to a high standard, because for a $250,000 to $300,000 vehicle where you could buy a Bentley or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or an Aston Martin, we know that there are expectations, and they're very, very high, and they should be. Because for me, I feel the same way. So this is why we do it this way, because I really built this company not to make money, simply because I bought an old Bronco and many other old cars, and they all had the same problems. They didn't drive well. They all had like a ton of quirks and problems and leaks and squeaks and rattles, and I was just tired of paying a mechanic constantly to fix it. You're really throwing good money after bad. And the worst part is, I only bought the car because I wanted to drive it. So if you can't even drive the car, that's a problem, right? So here we go. Rear harness decoupling, just the details of the SOPs. When we have invited automotive consultants from Detroit who work with the top manufacturers in the world, they are extremely surprised and impressed by the process that we put in place. Usually, a company that builds cars like these, they're not doing things like this. They're not putting in gap gauges. They're not measuring with data. They're not, obsessing over SOPs and specs. We do that because we know that if you want it to be perfect, not good, but perfect every time, you have to be doing what Jair is doing over here, for example, where he plugs in all these numbers every single day, down to the build, and we know. And at the end of the day, human beings aren't perfect. But what we can do is give them a process that'll allow them to be perfect and learn and grow and get better should there be an issue. And that is why we do it the way we do it, so that we're not doing it so we can't get it. You're good, man. We're not doing this so we can get it right. We're doing it so we can't get it wrong. And when you're building at this level of quality and scale for picky customers who can buy anything they want, it's not a memory and feel thing. You've got to be extremely, extremely regimented in your process to ensure. And that was probably the biggest thing I saw in restoration, because we used to do restoration, was that restoration is memory and feel. You can't memory and feel your way to perfection with quality and scale at this level. So, and I'm going to show you all the details back here, but this is the way that we are able to blend art and science. These guys are very good at what they do, and they're craftsmen and women, but without process, without data, without numbers, and something that allows them to not just eyeball and do it by memory and feel. You're going to have a hard time doing it on time, and you're going to have a hard time doing it at the level of quality that our customers expect. And the way we think about this is that our customers, they pay our paychecks. And therefore the customer sets the standard. And the customer is spending a lot of money. and therefore the only option is to give them exactly what they want. And that is what we obsess over every single day we walk in here. And if we walk in here, you heard Ken say it, he said, how do we make it better? That is not something that we pay our people to say. They just know that's part of the culture, which is amazing to me. That just makes me happy because I know that when we were doing restoration, I just wasn't happy, and neither were the clients. I hated that feeling. And I know that when we were doing Restomod, they were happier. But I still wasn't happy because I had, at that time, over 50 cars. And I knew what a vehicle, that price point, 250K and up, should drive like. And so changing the chassis, creating even better processes, getting better parts, and building a team and a culture where they buy into that mission is everything. We would not be able to do what it is we're doing if we didn't have that. While we're standing here, this right here is one of the other trucks that is for sale. Not listed, Britney Blue, with Britney Blue interior. Take a look at that. And I'll show you this two-tone interior, which is really, really cool. If you remember that pink salmon one that we built, this has a two-tone interior. Check out the stitching on this. The little distressed Britney Blue leather with the white rock interior with the Alcantara suede-like material. This truck right here is for sale. It is in our alignment rack and about to go to test miles. So we're gonna run test miles, also data-driven, also checked for quality, and then it'll go into our inspection tunnel. And it'll be ready, this truck, I believe the 19th. I don't even know what date it is today, but it's very, very close. So again, if you don't want to custom build one, you love Britney Blue, we've got two options now. Both of them are going to sell super fast. So this one right here, I'm biased, buy this one. It's a one-of-one Britney Blue leather interior. You'll never see another one of these again. Even if you ever run into another Britney Blue truck of ours, you're gonna open it up and go, yeah, well, you don't have this. Look how cool that is. Britney Blue on Britney Blue with white rock for sale. And this will be ready very, very soon. Every single option. So Fox Factory, coilover suspension, teak wood, premium Focal audio sound system with a 10-inch JL subwoofer hidden. And you even get matching Britney Blue leather perforated speaker cover. It's all in the details. And so this is going to be a very cool truck for somebody who's going to be very, very happy. All right, so for sale, in stock, text or call, or you can DM us on Instagram as well. All right, I'm going to go through my notes here and try to make sure I cover everybody here. The Britney Blue one that is going to Kiawah Island, they don't even have their truck yet. No, they do. They're the one that we did the review, that wrote the review. And I missed this note earlier, but I want to tell you something because it's a great data point. They're loving it so much, they're considering build number 2. And that right there, again, is validation that you are not just meeting your customers' expectations, you're exceeding it. And if they do pull the trigger, that would be the 3rd or 4th family that took delivery of their vehicle, their first one, loved it so much they either bought another one for their second home, or their wife loved it so much that they bought one for their wife. Guys, of all the things that puts a smile on my face, that is the ultimate. If they're happy, good. If they're over the moon, awesome. They write a review, super grateful. If they buy another one, it tells you everything you need to know about the product and how much they love it, because you're not going to spend that kind of money on a second one if you're not very, very happy. And that's happening more and more, which is amazing. Again, a shout out to our team and validation that not only did we engineer and design and build a product that our customers love, but it is exceeding their expectations, which is so rare. Guys, I've had over 60 cars since I was 21. I'm a car fanatic. I know what good looks like. And doing restoration, I was honestly just uncomfortable because I knew that, wow, 50, 60 years ago, this is what it was like. Maybe it's not for me. And so Restomod feels better, incrementally better, was better than old restoration, but it's still not like a G-Wagon or Range Rover. And that's what drove us after getting all the customer feedback, just not just my own, intuition, which was just very obvious to me, but the customer feedback told us what we needed to know. And that is how we went from building that orange 1969 restoration to that blue modern restoration to a fully modernized classic, which is what you see underneath here. So this chassis right here, when you think about shopping for a classic car, understand that this is 2025, 2026 modern technology, modern engineering, modern geometry, FMVSS compliant and crash tested. Or you can start with a 1960s frame built in a 50, 60 year ago time frame, no FMVSS compliance for today, no airbags, and definitely not crash tested. And that's a big difference because this is a big investment. This is Cammie's truck right here. I know she has a couple kids, including one young daughter, and she lives in Tennessee. She's super excited about it. Her daughter's super excited about it, and they cannot wait to get this. Look at this thing. So not just is it a piece of art, but your confidence and peace of mind should come from the fact that we went to the extent of doing federal motor vehicle safety standards compliance and physically crash tested the car and blew the airbags to ensure that if it ever came down to it, you would have the confidence of putting yourself and your family in a vehicle just like your modern car that has all the safety features. And for a mom, and I know because my wife was very vocal about her opinion on my old cars, old Defender from Land Rover, old Broncos, old FJ Land Cruisers, old Hummer. Old cars are cool, but to her point is at the end of the day with no safety features, when the world now has safety features, it wasn't something that was available before because no one had ever done it before. We were the first company at this level of quality and scale. I'm not talking about a one-off at SEMA or a few builds. I'm talking about at this level of quality and scale to go stamp our own brand new classic inspired steel body panels and build it at this level of craftsmanship and scale. Every day we start a new one, and somebody lucky enough on this planet Earth gets one of these. And to be able to do that, it isn't a small thing, right? And the way we approached it was simply asking, how do we make it better? And we will not stop asking how we will make it better. So Cammie, if you're watching, I know your daughter cannot wait, and you guys are on pins and needles. This truck is in line. If it's here, it means it is next in line to be picked up. So very, very cool. All right, the one behind it, let me pull this up here, is Karen and Doug. Karen and Doug, if you recall, they're in North Carolina. They're the ones that I wondered if they're Tar Heel fans. They have their truck sitting right behind Cammie's in the pickup line and just about ready to go. How beautiful is this? And if you love Britney Blue, which a lot of people do, there's Britney Blue behind it. We have the Britney Blue I showed with a ball glove interior for sale on the assembly line, going to be done at the end of the week. And we have the one-of-one Britney Blue with a Britney Blue interior and the white two-tone, one-of-one, every option for sale. Both of them, grab it. They will not be here before they're complete, and you have the chance to snag it before it's gone. And it'll look very similar to this one. For the one on the line, and of course the one-of-one edition with the blue interior. I've never even seen that before. We'll never do it again. Very cool. All right, so that right there is Karen and Doug's. If you're a Tar Heel fan, you're driving around, everybody's going to look at it and really enjoy it. And if you're not, watch out, watch them be like Duke fans or something like that. Then I apologize. But either way, you're going to love the car, and can't wait to get it in your hands. Super excited for you, Karen and Doug. Congratulations. Right behind it is Mac and Casey. Mac and Casey went with a snow white interior. And you can see just how different they are, right? This one's different from the blue one I showed you with the blue interior. This one's different because it has a white interior. It does not have stripes, but Karen and Doug's has stripes. Mac and Casey went with no stripes, and they went with a manual. So if you want a manual transmission, 7-speed, modern, not clunky, not like a truck, not long throws, not a clutch pedal that'll make your left foot, numb from pushing it really hard. This is a modern 2025, 2026 platform. You could drive it every day. And if you're big into driving a stick or manual, we can do them. They do take a little bit longer and they're way more rare, but if that's what you want, we can definitely do it for you. So here is Karen and Doug Mac and Casey in line behind Karen and Doug. All of these will be picked up and shipped. Cannot wait. And while we're standing here, let me give you, in this peripheral view, a 1969 Ford Bronco, a Restomod modern restoration that we built after we decided that that does not drive well at all because it's from the 1960s, squeaks, leaks, rattles, breaks down, pain in the ass, honestly. And then we made it better by using new parts, modern parts, and it was better than a restoration. However, this wheelbase is too short. It's 92 inches. The track width is too narrow, and the axles are solid. If you know what that means you have solid axles on your truck because you're going to go off-road. And my guess is you Range Rover, G-Wagon, Cullinan, Urus people are not off-roading it, which is fine. And by the way, if you do want to off-road it, I have personally off-roaded it, and it can off-road more than fine, even for the novice. But at the end of the day, old car geometry, right? Old car geometry, new parts, and fit and finish and the quality on our builds has always been excellent. But when the customers say, Cho, please, can you make it drive more like my G-Wagon, more like my Range Rover? I have kids, I want to drive to my beach house, it's 2 hours away, my kid's 18, I want him to be able to drive it, my wife wants to drive it. How do you make it better? And the way you make it better is not to try to make those old cars more modern. It is to take a modern car chassis, a modern car platform like this, with all of today's technology, safety, engineering, design advancements. And number one, longer wheelbase, right? That was 92. This is 100.4. 8 inches makes a huge difference. Track width, wider. Suspension, instead of solid axles, great for off-roading, independent front suspension, which is what likely every single car in your garage has, especially at this price point. And then the things that you don't think about that you probably take for granted, because we've had safety features for a while now, right? Just not in old cars. You can't retrofit safety features into an old car. And so the benefit of a modern platform are the crumple zones designed and engineered to protect the occupants inside in the event of an accident. It has the side impact beams, which the old cars don't have either, in case you get hit from the side. You have traction control and anti-lock brakes to keep you out of trouble. Down in Miami over the weekend, it was raining, and I had our Arcadian blue truck. I was driving around 50, 60, 70 miles an hour in rain. I didn't even have to think twice, because you don't think twice when you drive your modern car in the rain, because it has all of the safety features and the stuff to keep you out of trouble. That's traction control and anti-lock brakes. These guys don't have that, right? Old car didn't have that. Restomod didn't have that, but a modern car chassis does. And the number one thing you should be thinking about if you have family, kids, grandkids, or you're just very paranoid and you want to survive in an accident, is you want to maximize your odds in the event of an accident, which you can't predict when that happens, by having airbags. You want 6 of them. So you have steering wheel airbag, front passenger side, 1 in each of the front seats, and then these curtain airbags that you can see right here. And again, once we did 900 hours of handcrafted labor, I call it art. I don't even like to call it labor. From that modern chassis to build a classic inspired vehicle on top of it that is wider, bigger, longer, and use real, brand new American-made steel, and even stamped in Detroit. Who does that? We did it because we didn't want to compromise on anything. We didn't want to compromise on quality. We didn't want to compromise on drivability, driving characteristics. We didn't want to compromise on luxury at all. And we didn't want to compromise on technology, because that's probably what you're used to, right? Cruise control, hands-free calling, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, dual zone climate control, all the normal things that you're used to in your modern vehicle. And you're a little bougie, you know it. For 250 grand, you can be. And so we made sure it was a little bougie for you. So modern and vintage, so you can get the best both worlds. And if you really like fancy stuff, this balloon white truck is for sale. It has this ridiculously beautiful navy blue distressed leather. Can you see that? The way it smells is like a giant baseball glove. And then for good measure, we use Schumacher textile. This is Montana wool plaid that we subtly worked into the interior. There's our airbag. Check out the back here. This is a pleated stitch. So you can go pleated, you can go diamond, you can go tuxedo, which is black and white woven, or you go matching woven as well. And then you have the option of this beautiful Schumacher plaid, and we're offering it in multiple colors now too, which is so cool. I mean, seriously, I have every nice car you can think of, but I'll tell you, the inside of this thing is going to make people smile, and just their eyeballs are going to go, huh? And what's really cool is all wrapped in a classic inspired exterior. Jewelry like this very heavy billet aluminum gas cap, that's a piece of jewelry that we then send to Detroit. We make it in Georgia and then we ship it to Detroit to be chromed. Why? Why would we do that? That costs money, that takes time, that's not efficient. There's plenty of chromers closer. It's because they're the best. And if we can't make it ourselves, we're on the hunt for the very, very best metal stampers, CNC operators, chrome parts like this. We didn't make that, right? But we tested and tested over hundreds of vehicles to ensure that the parts we put on here, including these billet aluminum, custom made by us and brushed, are going to meet the standard. And then of course, in every vehicle, back to the FMVSS compliance. Not an old car, and fully compliant to today's standards and crash tested as well. And this balloon white truck, going back to the boat and yacht influence, was a spec that we picked out wearing a custom Lamborghini paint color called balloon white. If you're a car person, you probably remember this color from 2012, 2010, I think the LP560, probably the LP640, wore this, and such a great color and show quality as well. And I'll say it because it's true. If you were to pull a Lamborghini that had this exact same paint color and you looked at the paint job of this, our standard's just higher. We put it to show quality above customer expectations, lines and gaps equal to or better than factory, depending on which manufacturer. And I think people have this misconception that just because it's expensive means it's better, right? You hear Ferrari, you hear Lamborghini, you hear Aston Martin, AMG, Rolls, and you think, no, for that kind of money, it's got to be perfect. You'd be very surprised. And I know, because I have all those cars, and when I stick my gap gauge in there, which I try not to do too much because I just get mad, but also happy. And here's why I'm happy. Because I know that if you're buying this car, you have other options. And those options are Bentley, Ferrari, Lamborghini, G-Wagon, G63, AMG, Rolls-Royce, Cullinan, Bentayga. And therefore, if our paint quality can be equal to or better than, if our fit and finish and gaps and lines can be equal to or better than, if the details inside can be equal to or better than, then you're going to be really happy. And that is how we reverse engineer happiness from our customers. We painstakingly pick a standard that many would say is overkill. Who needs a show quality paint job? We do. And for this price and this amount of money, you have to be able to deliver at a level of quality that most people will say is absurd. And that is how we do it. It's our, I don't say secret sauce, but it's just very simple, right? We don't want to just meet the standard, we want to exceed it. So this truck here also has 35-inch tires. It is also lifted. These are 17-inch forged aluminum wheels. Our wheels that we manufacture, super lightweight and high quality. You have the matching balloon white brake calipers right there. You got your custom vintage navy stripes. There's your Fox coilover suspension, and there's your other front wheel with balloon white matching brake caliper. I'll kind of stand back here so you can see this spec. One of one. Will never make it again in this exact same spec, and you'll truly have something that's turnkey. You're not going to have to worry about it, and it'll become one of your favorite cars. And it's not just because I say so. I've seen it happen over and over. And it's one thing if your, G-Wagon, Range Rover customers say it's their favorite. It's another thing when your Urus, Bentley, Cullinan customers say it's their favorite. But really, the icing on the cake is when your customers, like Supercar Ron, who has a huge collection of vehicles and cars that cost $3 million, $4 million, $5 million, and he says, A, fit and finish quality craftsmanship on par with anything in my collection, B, it gets way more thumbs up than any other car I own. And why not? Do you even know what an Aston Martin Valkyrie is? Probably not. Do you know what a Bugatti Chiron is? Unless you're a guy, probably not. And even if you did know it, would you pick that over this? I've had a lot of cars, and I love cars. I think they're all unique and different and special in their own way. But this is a super rare, handcrafted piece of art you can drive every day that takes all of the fear of owning an old car. Because I'm sure you've done the hunt. And if you're like me, once upon a time, looking on Auto Trader, looking on eBay, looking on Mecum, Barrett Jackson, Facebook Marketplace, whatever, and then you toyed with that idea. I know you did. Oh, the old Defenders are so cool. I thought the same thing. I love old Land Rover Defenders. They are cool. And then you shop around a little bit and you go, what's the reliability like? And is it something I can drive every day? And then you get into it and maybe you drove one. And I can tell you, most people, when they drive an old car, they usually go, not for me, especially if you're used to something like this, right? Now, if you're a mechanic or you love to wrench on your car and you want a project, then you should definitely do it because it will definitely keep you busy. For most of our customers, they don't want that. They want something turnkey, don't have to think about it. They know what good looks like, and they also want something unique, rare, and different. And that was the other thing. Not only did I want quality, safety, reliability, luxury, I also really want to drive something nobody else has. And if you can afford this car, you know what I'm talking about, you're different. You're not like everybody else. So it probably pains you in your black G63 that you pull up to at the club and school and carpool and work and restaurants and whatever, and there's like 3 others. And I say that, I've owned 11 G-Wagons, I counted. I've owned, 6 Range Rovers probably. I love those cars. But if you want something unique, different, rare, and like nothing else on the road, that's what we specialize in. Oh, and you don't want the problems. And you want to know that if something pops up afterwards, what the heck am I supposed to do? Vintage Modern is out here in Atlanta, Georgia. You are in fill in the blank. How do we provide service? And this was a big part of the equation too. Here's how we think. The way we think is very simple. What would perfect be like for our customers? For a customer paying, in this case, $500,000, like a bank vault door, because it is a bank vault door, $300,000, $250,000, whatever it is, a lot of money. And you build a product for them. And when you ship it, something pops up. It doesn't matter what it is, mechanically, cosmetically, maybe you did it, right? Oops, I accidentally did this and then it messed this up. Our view on post-sale service, in my opinion, is above and beyond anything I've ever seen at any price point, unless you buy a Koenigsegg where you drop $5 million. And our philosophy is simple. You have one single point of contact. That single point of contact is the same person that if you do a custom build, helps you do all your design, all the details, gives you updates, pictures and video of your build, helps you with the closing process, schedules the delivery, walks you through the truck, all that. That same person, you already know them, they know you, they know your kids' names, they know where you live, they know what color you got. And if you call or text, and I don't care what day of the week it is, it doesn't matter if it's a holiday, it doesn't matter if it's late at night, if something pops up, to us, warranty, major red flags and bells go off, and we are extremely fast and extremely sensitive about it because we put ourselves in your shoes. You just dropped 300 grand, not in this truck, that's 500. That's 300 grand right there. And then you get it and something pops up, shouldn't we be able to get back to you very quickly, try to resolve it remotely if possible, and then if we cannot, we have our own certified traveling technicians. They come to your home in your driveway within 2-3 days max. And if we have our people standing around doing nothing, then they'll just come to you the next day. And your cost for that should be zero. Why should you have to pay for anything? I think it's funny when companies are like, okay, cool, something happens and then you can get the extra, white glove warranty. No, we include it in every build, not just the vintage G-Wagon, but every modern classic truck that we build. And even back when we're doing restoration and Restomod, this is just how we think about customers. If anything popped up on this, which is way harder to warranty than this, and the reason why is because of this. 2025, 2026 technology, guys, compared to 50 years ago, it's not even fair. Like orders of magnitude more reliable, better engineered, lots and lots of learnings from all the automotive companies. And we're not just talking about 10 years, not even 20, not even 30, not even 40, but it's been 60 years since those old cars were built. Things have changed a lot. And therefore, our ability to warranty these is not only easier, but our general philosophy, even when we were building these, was the customer shouldn't be out any money, any time, inconvenienced at all. And going back to Ken and Jordan and Leslie and our team and our engineers and our operations, the quality people, they take this stuff really seriously. And I can tell you, even if like the headlight for whatever reason, right? I had a Range Rover, my back seat got stuck. It's a $130,000 car, and I was not happy about it. And it was a 2025, like, you know, it's not like an old car, but I was, because I was like, wow, even Range Rover, brand new car, 2025, has quirks and issues. Except I had to bring the car there, my wife did. I don't have time to do that. And then she's got to go there, and then she's got to wait or get a loaner. They gave her a little Land Rover, I don't even remember what it's called. They gave her a $30,000 loaner. Not to be a snob, I've spoiled my wife greatly, and I grew up with no money, so don't judge me here. And so she's putting around this thing. It smells like smoke, and then they call her, and then she goes to pick it up, which is not close. And then, I kid you not, within a few weeks later, same thing. Right? These are things that when we hear, we're like, gosh, I'd be mad. But at this price point, our margin of error, in our opinion, is zero. And so the best offense is a good defense. What I mean by that is start with a modern car platform, start with modern technology, make sure you have the right people, like Jonathan over here, going through the data, like Tyler over here, Chandler. What's going on, guys? How are you?
Hey, good, how are you?
Good, doing great. Who have the passion, they have the skills, and they have the components, because we're crazy maniacal about what we put on the cars, and then give them process to back. And this process is how we're able to do what we do, and how we've been able to do it so fast too. Because you're only building a handful of cars, it's going to take you forever to really dial it in. And even if you build a lot of cars, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're learning from it. For us, this inspection is going to happen today at 5 p.m. probably. And we're going to go through with a fine-tooth comb with all of our leads from quality, engineering, production, operations, and management comes in for a final sign-off. And there's a huge long list that we go through. To be clear, we're not inspecting it for the first time. Every single station, and there's way more stations than this. We have another building down the street where every station has in-station quality checks by engineers. And if it passes, it moves forward. And then it goes through test miles, documented and data-driven, and then it goes through another inspection process. And then before it ships, all the leads come together, and then management comes in for final sign-off. And if that thing's not perfect, it is not shipping. Layers and layers and layers. And that's what I mean by a great defense is the best offense. And going back to warranty, the way we're able to warranty, because you're going to hear that and go, wait, how is that scalable? You're going to fly your people. Not outsourced. You don't take it to a shop that you don't know, where they charge you, they don't know the vehicle, and then you send a receipt. I think that's crazy. We don't do that at all. We have our own people. Well, that's got to be pretty expensive, right? And the reason why we do it is because we have confidence in the vehicle and the platform, the people, the process, and the parts. And because we're so regimented by data, that if anything in a station or any station doesn't get 100%, we dive right in, like the next day. Not a weekly, monthly, quarterly, annual thing. Our cycles of growing and learning and closing the gaps is very, very fast. Because not that we don't want to come see you, but we don't want to have to go fly anywhere. And so to do that, you just have to make sure this is right. It's not a hope strategy where you keep your fingers crossed. We're confident. We bet on people every day, and they know what the mission is. So pretty incredible team and culture that we have established. And I am proud to be associated with these men and women, because I've had great companies and great people. But this is something different. It's something people really care about. They're really, really good at. Their work is displayed for millions of people to see. They get all the credit because they are the ones making this happen. I started this company with this vision that we're going to build the perfect classic car, and you're not going to have any problems. The fit and finish is going to be on par with everything you own. And God forbid something pops up, we're going to do better than Lamborghini and Ferrari. We're going to come to you fast. We're not going to charge you anything. We don't want to inconvenience you at all. And I think that right there, repeated over and over again, day in and day out, week in and week out, vehicle in and vehicle out, is going to be the foundation to build a world-class brand. And that is what we're after. Not a restoration shop, not a rest-a-mod company, but a brand. Morris, what's going on, man? How are you?
How you doing?
Happy Monday. Good weekend?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, I'm going to quiz you. Are you ready for it? Chimsel. What is a chimsel? What does chimsel stand for? CHMSL. Give it to me, man. I'll give you
safety backup.
Yep. Center.
The center console.
All right. I'll give you a hint. Center, high, mounted, stop. What
Yeah,
else
the
stand for?
mounted stoplight.
Lights. There you go. That's what chimsel is. Hey, I'm gonna quiz you again at the end of the week, man. You better be on top of it.
You're gonna have.
Hey, I'm just giving you a hard time. You do a great job. Appreciate you, and keep up the good work, man.
Always.
All right. If you remember, I quizzed Morris. Pop quiz. Can you imagine live for everybody to see what a chimsel is? And chimsel, if you don't know, is the center high mounted stoplight that we add to our vehicle to make it FMVSS compliant. Right? These are the little things that we do every day. They're not little, they're actually all big, because one wire, one thing wrong, and it's no good. And we're not trying to score 99%. That might have gotten you scholarship in college and a pat on the back from your parents in high school. But for this vehicle, especially things like a vehicle, safety critical, that better be 100% right 100% of the time. And while we're here, I'll give a shout out to our partners, Fox. They do an incredible job. Fox is a partner of ours. Their world headquarters happens to be not far down the street, and their CEO is a client of ours. And friend, we had the luxury and advantage of tuning our prototype during the R&D days at Fox Labs with Fox engineers to ensure that the vehicle drove the way we wanted it to, which is not like a hardcore off-road truck, although you can off-road it, but to ensure that with this special vehicle that we designed classic-inspired body panels for out of steel, which are heavy, which is different from the factory chassis, this is optimized and tuned for the kind of ride quality we already know what our customers want. They want to drive like the G-Wagon Range Rover. And so shout out to Fox, great company, and they do a great job with quality products and on time. And much like our people, even our vendors have to be perfect from a quality and on time perspective, because you can't build the vehicle if 100% of the parts aren't there. So you can actually have everything but one shock, or the shock has an issue, can't ship it. Oh, save best for last year. This is our Valentine's Day pink. Special one-of-one edition. Never done this pink paint color before. It has bright white for the trim, not Wimbledon white. Take a look at this, and I'll show you the inside as well. It has matching pink leather. We built this specially for the person who wanted to have the over-the-top Valentine's Day gift. This truck is almost done and will be ready to ship, guaranteed in your driveway, so that you can have an unforgettable Valentine's Day. And even the brake calipers, look at this right here, are matching in this pink right here. And it's, you want to talk about something nobody else has. This doesn't exist anywhere, because we're the only builder of a fully modernized classic. What I mean by that is built on a modern car chassis with safety features, with airbags, crash tested and FMVSS compliant. That's what we mean by the only. It's the only one. And not only will you have the only one, you'll have the only one of one in this color. One of one, will never build it again, which is a shame, because I'm not even like a pink fan, but I know that some lucky person is going to have this in their driveway on Valentine's Day, and it'll be like nothing else on the road. And their friends will get flowers that you picked up on the way home from work, and you wrote the card, "I love you, honey," in the parking lot before you pulled into the house. Maybe I'm speaking from experience. And you're gonna surprise your special somebody with something that you cannot actually get anywhere, because when we say one of one, it's a one of one. Pink interior, matching pink exterior, every single option, deviated stitching to match your exterior, FMVSS compliant and crash tested. Every single option. You're looking for the ultimate Valentine's Day gift and you normally procrastinate and wait a long time. You can put a deposit on this today, right now, actually live on this call, by texting or calling our team. You can DM us on Instagram. They'll walk you through the process, answer all your questions. And the beauty of this truck, like all of other modern classics, is that we have blended classic-inspired design. And so you have that peace of mind of you're not going to break down, you're not going to leak, you're not going to squeak, it's not going to rattle. That annoys us too, by the way. You can drive this in the rain and it's not going to leak. I have had Land Rover Defender 110, I had 2 FJ40 Land Cruisers, I've had several Broncos, H1 Hummer, European 2-door G-Wagons, all kinds of cool stuff, right? All of them leaked, not just from the bottom of oil and gas and whatever other fluids, but from the inside. If it rained, guys, forget about it. Like, imagine water just coming in to your cabin. For $250,000, $300,000, you're probably not going to be happy with that, right? So these are the things we thought through. And this truck here has every single option. Let me show you. Here's your power steps. Here's your airbags. Premium stereo too. Can't drive this without a great stereo system. Take a look at the stitching and the details. There's your back seat. If you have kids, latch system to properly latch your booster seat, child seat. Maybe you have kids, they're young. Maybe you have young passengers. Maybe you have grandkids, and you're really wanting to make sure that the safety features are there. Classic cars don't have that. Little luxuries like these LED lights. There's your Fox coilover suspension. These wheels look classic, but they're actually brand new, forged aluminum. If you're a car guy or you know much about cars, how like guys and females too spend a lot of money on their wheels, like HRE, those are forged aluminum. They cost like $10,000. Very, very expensive. What you get is a lightweight wheel that looks classic, but is super high quality. And then we painted it to match all of your hardware, all your emblems, all your trim, matching stripes. And I love the matching pink calipers as well. Just a piece of art. And even if you don't drive this, I mean, if I had this in my garage, I would go out there and just look at it, which is what I do anyway, because I'm a car fanatic and I love cars. But how cool to be able to surprise that special somebody with something so unique and rare and different. And as a one-of-one edition, we'll never make another one of this exact spec ever again. How cool. This right here looks like Valentine's Day. You know the candy I'm talking about? Like the little bee mine or whatever? You got a light jade here. You got pink. I don't know if we named this color yet. One-of-one edition. And you got your Britney blue over there. This will be great for Easter too, right? But really cool. And what I love about this color as well is it is subtle. And in the sun, it is even like more pale. It's like a hint of pink. It's not crazy bright pink, which, hey, if you're into that too, we can do any color. Paint to sample means we can match any color imaginable. Paint to sample is becoming very, very popular because our clients like exclusivity. They want something nobody else has. You do a paint to sample and you basically have like a one-of-one. So this truck is for sale. It is in stock. It is going to be ready to ship, guaranteed on-time delivery for Valentine's Day. And you can text or call, grab this now, buy it now, hold it, and then we will ship it to you via enclosed trailer licensed, bonded, insured. We ship all over the world every single day. We've got that process down. It's very easy for us. And ensure that you have a happy Valentine's Day. Me, maybe I'll be in the parking lot at 5:30. What am I kidding? I don't get out of work at that time. On my way home from work, buying flowers for my wife, filling out a card. Hope she's not watching this, but she knows. And you want to plan ahead. So here's your chance. Very, very cool. And every month we'll do a unique build, one-of-one edition. And this right here, Valentine's Day special and for sale. Okay, let me loop back around here and go through my notes. This tailgate right here is engineered by us. It is rated for 500 pounds, so you can have 500 pounds of people sitting here checking it out. You got your teak wood back here that reveals your hidden cooler with a drain plug. You got your music back here, including a 10-inch JL subwoofer. Not only does it sound great, it's very, very clean as well if you like clean music. And one thing I learned about kids I never knew was that, I always thought that I would be the one jamming out to music in my car. And when my kids got old enough to care, they took control of that playlist, man. And they that starts at a young age. And there will not be another vehicle that you own, I don't care what's in your garage, where they're not like, Mom, Dad, let's take the truck. And what's so cool about that is it's a way to spend time with your family. And if your kids want to hang out with you, they want to go somewhere with you, heck, they might just want to go for a drive, right? Maybe just get in the truck and pile everybody in and go for ice cream and go play some music and just enjoy. It is such a cool car. And if you ask your kids what is a Koenigsegg Jesko or a Bugatti Chiron, they'll have no idea. But you show this to them, and they're going to go, oh my God, we got to get that, right? And kids know. They know it's cool. Probably better than what we know too, honestly. Yeah, so you got this drop-down tailgate. So this is what I can imagine here. Whether it's your significant other or your family, you pull home in this Valentine's Day for everybody. I didn't know Valentine's Day for my wife is going to be such a big deal for the kids too. And you have your basket of candy, your cards, you got a little ice in there for your adult beverage. Maybe you're hanging out at a nice vista point, you got your blanket and you got your music running. That right there, making memories. Easy to do when you have something everybody loves. And if you want to do a custom build, I talked about this a lot around the holidays, and really it's anytime. If you do a custom build and you involve your family and they get to pick the colors and the options, and everybody in the family has input. No black wheels, no white wheels, no retro wheels, stripes, no stripes, big stripe, red stripe, different color top, different color interior, different color stitching, roll bar, black, white, silver, whatever. You guys will be able to do something together where everyone was invested. Everybody had input. And when you get your truck delivered to you, everybody that was involved, they cannot wait. You're counting down the days. Now here's a contrast. I've had over 60 cars since I was 21, and almost every single car I had, my wife wasn't involved in that purchase. I'll tell you more about that. Better to beg for forgiveness and ask for permission. Great tip, by the way, that's free. But my kids certainly were involved in, because what do they care about a McLaren 650S or Aston Martin repeat? They don't care, right? But they get to pick out something together with you, and you go to the configurator, which is vintagemodern.co, vintagemodern.co, and together you guys play on that configurator, and you throw back different ideas and colors. Grills should be body matching, grills should be black, grills should be white. No, let's make the trim black and white. And now they're invested and they're part of it. Again, it's something you do together, and it means something when that vehicle shows up. Like Cammie's daughter, she told us, she keeps asking, when is a pink truck coming? When was the last time your kids were excited about your car purchase? It's very rare. Now here's the thing, that's before you even get it. Now you get it, and it becomes a family vehicle. And what I mean by that is the kids are gonna beg you to drive it. They're gonna want you to take it to carpool. They're gonna want you to take it for a spin around the block. If you're going to dinner, they're gonna want you to take it. And it's not just nice days, because you can drive it anytime. This is for sale, by the way, GT Silver Demo 900 miles. They're gonna want you to take it, and you can take it anytime. And so let's say you live somewhere like Brent out in Iowa, or Patrick out in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's cold there. It's cold there. I know it's cold there because it's cold here in Atlanta. It's 30 degrees, which for us is cold. I'm sorry if I'm complaining. But I can tell you, even in Ann Arbor, Michigan in February, Even in Iowa in February, it's January, I'm getting ahead of the game here. Even in Atlanta where it's 30 degrees, you put that top on, it's waterproof, it's not gonna leak. It could be raining, it could be cold, it could be snowing. You have four-wheel drive, you have anti-lock brakes, you have traction control, you're still gonna enjoy it. And that to me, where I'm at my age, where my kids are now 16 and 18, have their license, typically those kids are like out of there, right? I got my license at 16, I'm like, peace, I'm gone, right? But it's doing things like that together that keep the family together. And if they're not doing it with you, they're doing it with somebody else. And I would much rather, do it with my kids and spend time and not make it effortless too, So that's some free advice from a guy that never saw that coming. I never thought that's how my relationship with my kids is going to be like. Same with boating, right? When you boat together, it's something to do. In the absence of that, they're always out with their friends who have a boat, or their friends who have, cool parents. So take that for what it's worth. Is great advice. And by the way, you get to drive this, and as a byproduct, brings your family closer, fun activity. Everybody has input and is invested and is excited. You really can't beat that. The only thing I wish I knew was to have done that sooner. Not that I did it too late, but anyway, so the younger that your kids are, probably the more beneficial that is. And if you don't have kids and all that stuff, that's what you can look forward to. It's actually really cool. All right, so do a quick roundup here. Britney Blue, for sale, in stock. Britney Blue custom interior, one of one. Britney Blue leather, text or call us. This one right here, this is a good one, really good one, because we'll never do it again. Take another look at that. Britney Blue leather. I've never even seen this leather color before in another car. For sale, in stock. This will be ready to ship in the next few days. It's about to go into test miles. Very, very cool. So I'm gonna buy that. Okay, you saw the pink one, so you know the pink one's for sale. One of one Valentine's Day edition with your pink leather. The GT Silver demo truck going through our CPO certified pre-owned warranty. It only has 900 miles. Quite frankly, we could have just done nothing to it and sold it, but that's not how we do things. We go through the whole thing, make sure it is ready to go, and then it'll be ready to ship. So a variety of colors that you can choose from. And then I'm gonna show you the Caribbean turquoise once again. Have it down here. What's going on, man? How are you?
You got it.
Good, good. Caribbean turquoise over here, about to go into final detail, and will also be ready to ship. This will be ready to ship, I wanna say, what is it, Monday? Final inspection tonight, prep delivery Wednesday. I feel pretty confident in that. And again, you text or call our team, you can buy any one of these like right now. You don't have to wait. And I wouldn't wait if I were you, because typically the wait list to do a custom build definitely requires some patience. But if you love any of these colors and you want it now and you're not the type to wait, then amazing options, and not all of them are listed on our website. You can go to Vintage Modern and view the builds in stock. This one right here is Britney Blue in Station 3, also days away from being completed. Has every option. This one has ball glove interior, so a little bit more conservative. You don't want a blue interior, and you love the classic Britney Blue, Wimbledon white, chrome trim, ball glove leather. Cannot go wrong with this. Ready to go, I'm gonna say in the next 5 days, ready to ship. So talk about stealing one and not having to wait. Text or call our team, or you can DM us on Instagram. And then a couple others here. It's gonna be this balloon white truck, which, I don't know, I say they're all my favorite, but this one right here, very cool. Also lifted on 35s. You want something a little bit more manly, used to a Raptor R, big truck, lift stuff, then this truck has a beautiful, beautiful stance. Rolling on 35s, bigger lift on Fox coilover suspension, and of course, the interior, other than the pink one, I don't know, man. Game over. Send me a picture of your vehicle's interior that is a mass-produced car, and you'll probably never see anything like this. And every single option, and this one's ready to ship. So today is Monday. It is 2:59 Eastern time in Atlanta. You put a wire on this, and we can ship this thing immediately. So there you have it. Last but not least, vintage G-Wagon gone viral. Go check out the reel that we posted where we show you the inside, the outside. Only limited to 50 vehicles built on a 2025, 2026 G63 Mercedes AMG chassis, no detail overlooked, offering it to only our clients first. Limited allocation. If anything's left over, we'll open it up to the public by invite only. You want more information? Text or call our team. Partnership with our amazing partners at Carlex. Beautiful craftsmanship, beautiful design, and hand assembled here in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, you got options. Oh, Valentine's Day. Well, this is not for sale, but maybe you can order one. Okay, Valentine's Day is definitely the pink one. All right, guys, I hope this has been informative. Appreciate all of the love and the support, and reach out to our team. You can text or call us, and we're standing by. And shout out to our amazing team of people who make this a reality.